Hi guys, and welcome to Airability, your regular dose of lead therapy. And today I'm going to be moving forward with my journey with the AGT Vixen, as I promised. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be making it into a fully fledged bench rest rifle. My 3D printer and I have been really busy, and I'm going to take you through all the changes I've made and the improvements to the gun. And at the end of the video, I'm even going to shoot a card to show my mettle, to show that I actually can shoot, hopefully. I will say that my good friend Tom Jacobs from ETS, Elemental Target Solutions, has helped me with the design of these 3D printed parts. As you know, anybody on the tour knows him as an absolute 3D guru. Thank you, Tom. I was more that Steve Jobs on this project. But first, before we start talking about the Vixen, I would like to just make a little announcement. At the turn of the year, I had a fantastic surprise. I was actually placed on the King's New Year's Honours List 2025. I received the British Empire Medal for services to disabled people in sport. I must admit, I'm extremely humbled and extremely surprised. And I'm going to make sure that I use this award to promote the sport I love in the best way that I can. But that's not what we're here for. Let's have a look at this Vixen and see what's going on. So I thought I'd just take you through the amendments and alterations I've made to this rifle to make it bench rest compliant. So first of all, this rifle now, it actually meets all the requirements for light rifle world rules bench rest. It is sub 12 and it is under 4,762 grams in weight. It's quite a lot under, actually. It's about 500 grams under. So if there's anything I would do to this gun now, would be hide some weight in the 3D prints to bring it up to the required weight and make it a little bit more steady. So the butt here, I've printed a butt. It wraps around the bottle, totally around the bottle, not just the end like the old one did. I've gone overboard with the 8 bolts underneath, and there's a little slit up the middle of the butt which allows it to grip slightly onto the bottle so it's secure. The bolts just need the tiniest little nip. They're not even finger tight to make it grip enough, so the butt is absolutely rock solid. And at the bottom of the butt here, that is basically just a little boat shaped bit to make it slide into the bag easier and make things work, just work smoother. On the top here, I printed out a cheek piece just to bring my eye up to the exact correct level for the scope. And also the cheek piece is printed out of a substance called TPU, which is for, the layman like myself, essentially you're printing rubber. So it's a bit of a softer touch than the harder PLA plus plastic. Now, what I will say is I printed 2 versions of this off, and the second version I adjusted the height slightly just to get the ratio between the front block and the back right, so in my bag and front rest it's that level, and which is always a good start. Now moving along, I took a standard AR beaver tail grip off the internet, one of those free downloadable files that you can use. And I amended it slightly. I've taken about 2 centimeters off the bottom here just to make it a little smaller. It brings it in level with the butt. I've just added an orange TPU accent on the grip, a little bit of rubber, just like the top of the butt, just to give it, you know, the airability orange signature to this. It makes it, you know, it's a simple grip. I pretty much only use the top bit. I just kind of like hover over it when I'm shooting. I was going to put a pinch post in, and I did, and it just didn't suit the rifle and it didn't feel right, so I went back to a slightly customized grip. So that's fine there. Now here, as you can see here, we have a there we go, a single shot loader there, and what that does is allows me to roll pellets in one at a time into the action. And you know, the magazines that come with this are really good and really capable, but when you're an absolute elite bench rest shooter, you believe that sometimes the magazines can distort the pellets slightly, so it's best to roll them in one at a time for that ultimate accuracy. Now, you can get single shot loaders that swing out. You put your pellet on a little arm and it swings back in. I also believe they can damage the pellet, so you have a slight problem with these where you can put the pellet in backwards, but the payoff is, in my belief, better accuracy than the ones with moving parts. So then here, what I've done here at the front here is, there we go, is I replaced, can you remember in the initial review there was a steel Picatinny rail here with a composite big accessory rail that went down the shroud. I've took all that off and I've used the 2 screw holes in the block that fixed the steel Picatinny rail. I've used them to fit an Anschutz accessory rail, and that's hidden underneath that plastic cover, so which means that I can slide the front block here, back and forward to wherever I want, really. But I must admit, I've cut and printed the cover for this rail, so it's the perfect length for me. And there you go, there's a front block on there. This is World Rules Bench-Rest compliant. It's under 3 inches in width. It's over 125 or over centimeters in length, and it's rock solid. When I get this gun in the bag, I'm very pleased with it. Even though it's about 500 grams lighter, you couldn't tell, because I've, you know, made the butt the right size and shape to fit my bag perfectly. The front block is a standard front block which fits my rest perfectly, and the aluminium rail that I've attached to the block is nice, solid and secure. And you can see here, you know, this target, it's absolutely spot on. Look, cut my finger making it as well. So anyway, so that's what one of the single shot loaders looks like up close. This is an old version. What I've done with this is, from the original file that came off the internet, I've shortened the drop into the groove considerably, and on the version that's actually in the gun, the drop is about half of what that is. But I'm just showing you this for you know, purpose of explaining what I'm doing. So I hope that walk around's been helpful, and I've explained what I've done. And you know, it's not that hard. I'm not a design guru. I'm very functional. I just have a stab at it. I've only been 3D printing a couple of months now, but I'm already producing things that work. The next stage is, for me, is to make things look a bit more sexy and finished. I'm going to shoot a live target. The target will appear this side in a moment. Sharon, Mr. G has kindly set up my camera down the other end, covering my target. It's going to be real target in real time, real results. None of them silly shoot, splat and see targets. These are 2mm bulls at 25 yards. I'm shooting Barracuda FT 4.51s. This gun prefers them compared to the 4.50s that my normal rifle likes. It's in the full 3D printed bench rest livery now, and if you can hear a little clicking, that's my diesel heater in the background. A lad's got to have his home comfort, so here we go. Right, Got to cock it first. Right. Well, the sight is always the easy one, isn't it? It always is, right? So I'm not prepping these pellets at all, I'm just shooting them out of the tin and giving them a little wipe on my lubricated piece of foam before they go in the gun. So I've got the trigger set up here. I've taken the first stage out. The second stage is as light as it can be without the gun being dangerous. So we just have a little bit of a plink here. I must admit I'm probably shooting 10 times faster than I normally shoot. Quite enjoying this, to be honest. This is a challenge in its own right. Just lubricate the eyes. There we go. I find it really does help if you can see when you're shooting. I just put that in backwards while I'm talking to you. I must admit that is the problem with these roll-in single shot adapters, but I do believe that the ones that have the bit that swings out can damage the pellets. So it's 6 2/3 advantages and disadvantages. So there you can see I've just shot 10 10s. I've got no reason to believe that this gun wouldn't perform and do exactly what it's doing here in similar conditions at a club or at a competition. I've really got this trigger pretty much set up sweet as a nut, considering it is a hunting gun. It's different, but it's about on par with the Chiappa. A little bit of wind coming up now. I'm just going to go back to a sighter here. I want to try and make this the best target I can for you guys. I haven't put enough pellets out. That's always the case for me. Can't count, won't count, or whatever you say. Right, let's have a look here. Back up the top, 10 more shots to go. There you go, that was a nice shot. I changed the cock and lever from the left hand side to the right hand side. It took about 2 minutes, no effort whatsoever. Like I say, the wind's starting to pick up down there now. Boom. There was not a breath when I started this card. And like I say, the mist is gone because it's getting blown out of the way. Right. Down to the last 4. Oh, I choked. What a muppet. I don't think that one will gauge in. I think we're looking at 249 here, guys. As you can see, it's clearly a butt meat issue. The meat on the end of the butt rather than the gun there. I let off that shot clearly before I was ready. Sorry, I'm only human. Let's see what we can do on this last shot. There we go, guys. I think it's a 249, but we'll get that probe out and we'll pray. Take care. Oh, I've been a really lucky boy here. As you can see, we use a probe to probe the holes to 0.22. I was shooting in 177, and remember, when you're air rifle bench rest shooting, you can shoot in either 177 or 22. So we probe them up to 22 to make it fair for everybody. And you know what that means? Yeah, by the skin of my teeth, I scraped a 250 on that target. And I'm absolutely over the moon to show that I could actually show you the accuracy of this rifle in real time. Until next time, guys, thanks for watching. Bye bye.